I thought I could hose that whisper a lot quicker. Hello. We're back. Whoa. I was like, oh no, no, but then I realised I was like, uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh. What's up? Where you been? I actually haven't moved from my spot. I've been here. I've been doing things and stuff. Give me new Trazen. Ooh. Did you paint a new gold boy? I'm not that quick. Not that quick. I didn't have the time to go and clean it off, build it, prime it, and paint it. We're back. We're live once again. Derek, thank you very much for being a member for 36 months. 3 years. That is a 3-year streak right there. And the Eron was here earlier with a £5 super chat. Going to bed, but we'll catch up on all the stream tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing all the new minis that Josh will be painting over the coming year. Or next 3 months, as it's probably going to be. That's usually what happens in these things. But thank you very much, Eron. Will GW be streaming the show on their official Warhammer YouTube channel? Probably. Warhammer. I mean, that's where we'll be watching it. Or we'll be watching it on Twitch. Either way. As always, I predict you, Space Hulk. Eventually you'll be right. You know? And I'm here for it. They haven't put up a... Warhammer has 1 million subscribers. They've finally done it. There is now finally, I guess you could call it an influencer account. It's not really. It is an official channel. But I guess someone has eventually done it. Congratulations to them. We went past 100,000, as you can see. We're on 101,000. I hope to one day hit 200,000, and only you can help with either that. That's not the goal right now, but only you can help me get there. None of the links appear to be live or anything, so... Interesting. Interesting stuff. I hope I've got the right day. Seems like I have. I think everybody appears to be streaming. That means you're a tenth of GW's power, Josh. That's true. I am but a tenth of their power, with significantly less employees, i.e., I have none. There we go. It's always just as I think I'm caught up on the new shiny things. I want that they have another reveal show. Yeah, that is the rub of it, unfortunately. I'm here in body, if not in spirit. Aw. How do we get your spirit here as well? You have one for tax purposes. You. That's true. Honestly, I can't tell you the amount of HR conversations that have gone sideways at Warhipster Towers. You know. The workforce is belligerent and the HR employees, not great. Given as I used to work in HR, you'd think it would be better. You know all the things, know all the pitfalls, and all that good stuff. But no. The working conditions in this environment are terrible. Before the stream begins, of course, I will do this now. I will do a little bit of professional begging. If indeed you do support the channel and you support me and you would like to ensure that these terrible working conditions do continue, then please do leave a like on the stream. That would be very, very, very useful. And if you'd like to support the channel a little bit further, you can, of course, do so by either becoming a member, or if you're already a member, give some members. Or, if you really want to say something important, drop it in a super chat as well. Those are the things you can do if you'd like to support what we do around here just that little bit further. But of course, the free option is just to hit that like button. But there we go. Right. Hey man, first time catching one of your live streams, but your tutorials have helped me become a better painter and enjoy the hobby even more. Just wanted to say thank you. That's very kind of you. It's very kind of you indeed. Hello, that ginger kid. GW announcing new Warhammer on my birthday is a welcome gift indeed. Well, happy birthday to you, my ex-wife. You refuse. You refuse to like the stream. I understand. I have to earn it. That's fair. I shall earn it somehow. Your Mayor Langbar has been a member for 36 months. 3-year anniversary too. Let's see what the crazy things they show tonight. Does that mean you became a member at Adepticon reveal show 3 years ago? Because we probably did one then. Any chance we'll get some old world love? That's a really good question. Let's go and look. What is being previewed tonight? Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Warhammer the Horus Heresy, Kill Team, Warhammer Underworlds, and Middle-earth strategy battle games. So, unfortunately, no, I don't think we will see any old world tonight. But we're going to see something for any of those 6. Now, here's my prediction. Warhammer the Horus Heresy. I reckon we're going to see a plastic Telemon Dreadnought. That's my guess. Warhammer Kill Team. I think that's where we're going to see some Blood Angels. Warhammer Underworlds. I think that's where we're going to see some Lumineth Realm Lords. Age of Sigmar. Who knows? Cities of Sigmar, I hope. I think it's going to be Cities of Sigmar. We shall see. And Warhammer 40,000. I think we're going to see the preview of the 4th book in this series. Of these, like, the Maelstrom and 500 Worlds one. I think we're going to see a 4th book of that. And then, I think we're going to see 1 or 2, possibly 3 or 4 previews of what 11th edition models in the core box are going to hold for us. That's what I think. That's my laundry list. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll have a look. No Darkwater expansions? Well, there could be a Darkwater expansion under the Age of Sigmar banner. Check my... Name is long enough to be annoying. Otherwise known as the worst painter here. Otherwise known as Haleth, the worst son of Hammer. That's incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much. You do not have to do that, brother. What are you trying to do? What are you angling for? MESBG will be a fine cast diorama from The Hobbit no one wants, but I will buy. I was asked, so I paid direct. That's true. For those of you who wish to support the channel directly, there is a PayPal link in the description below. If you don't want to give YouTube any of your money whatsoever, you can go straight into PayPal. There's all the good stuff. I think we've done everything. Gonna make him cry again. You guys can try. It's actually pretty easy at the moment. I'm a very emotional person. Always hoping for new Blood Angels. Me too. I'd like to be passionate about them once again. Even if I have to rebuy all of my Death Company, I'm not doing it with no Death Company models. I just refuse. I'm not buying JPIs and painting them black. If I want to do that, I'm going to play Raven Guard. You know, that's the thing. Is I just refuse to do it on that principle alone. The old Death Company kit was gorgeous. Now, if this Kill Team does announce Blood Angels and it does announce an actual Death Company Kill Team, oh my goodness me! And I was having this conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and he said, "Well, Death Company wouldn't make for a good Kill Team." And I was like, "Are you joking? Of course it would. You literally rile them up and throw them into a hive. It's perfect." They'll kill it. They won't do anything tactical. You won't be able to do any objectives with them, but they will kill everything. Derek, thank you very much for the 1 gifted Warhipster membership. You legend. If we get 15 more, we'll have hit the target of 120. And then this week we'll have recovered somewhat this disaster of a month. Right. Is any of it live yet? YouTube. Warhammer. I don't really want to watch it on Twitch. But I will if I have to. Twitch. No, it doesn't look like any of it's set to being live just yet. Should just watch what I would normally watch at this time, just like somebody playing Dark Souls. Well, I guess it would be Elden Ring. Just sit watching it. Hey, look, they're doing randomizer speedrun league. Hey! What are you doing? Name is long enough to be annoying. Brother, stop it. You have to stop. You have to stop, my friend. This is very generous of you. Thank you so much. There you go. Target smashed. Do you think we'll see a Primarch for either 30k or 40k? If we do see a Primarch for 30k, I would really love it to be a plastic one. But there is obviously what's his name? Lorgar and Mortarion and Magnus all to have a transfigured option in Horus Heresy. So again, that could also be something that comes along the line, down the pipeline. That could be something that we could see. I don't know if we'll see a 40k Primarch tonight. Maybe there is one coming along with whatever the fourth book is. Again, I'm just assuming that there is a fourth book. I want to be another Lionel Johnson just to make people mad. That would be great. That would be fabulous. And you, Sanguinius. Oh, don't. That would make my heart happy. Thank you for all your videos, my liege. I really became better at painting thanks to you. Oh, that's very kind of you. And then Dave Hill, 1980, with 10 gifted Warhipster memberships. My goodness me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We've surpassed the target to end all targets. Well, it's not the target to end all targets. It's let's just do that. Okay. That's our final. We're getting the generous tonight. I really do appreciate it, guys. Honestly, thank you so much. Is it charging? It's charging. It's charging. You're very welcome. Oh, thank you. No, really, I really do appreciate it. I have a very warm, full heart. Thank you. Legendary. Here at Adepticon for the live show and watching your channel. James, that's legendary. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Come on, YouTube. Where's the stream? Ah, there we go. They put it up now. Finally. Finally. Official Warhammer turned on subscribers only mode. Okay. Cool. Is that music coming from the stream or no? Live from Adepticon. I can't use any of the controls to make it big. Okay. We'll figure that out in a minute. Let's pop this on this screen over here because then it won't do the stupid HDR thing. And you guys will actually be able to see it in full color rather than in black and white, because I do know things about streaming. I do know some things about streaming very occasionally, very occasionally. I know some things about streaming. I wouldn't be surprised if it's another Calgar, another Gravis Calgar. And the name is long enough to be annoying with another 20 gifted Warhipster memberships. What are you doing, brother? Stop it! Give someone else a go. Stop it. I'm going to stop setting goals. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stop it. Because you can't. My ex-wife with the 5 gifted Warhipster memberships. Oh my god. Stop, guys. Stop. Please. Honestly, you're going to get me flustered. Oh dear. Oh, I'm just gonna reload some caffeine. Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Are we gonna make him cry tonight? It could be possible. Like I said earlier, it's been a very emotional last couple of weeks. Yeah, it's been a hell of a... He should be afeared. I get my bonus in a few weeks. So, I'm going to take another streaming holiday, because I don't want to humiliate myself on the internet. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it's a bit early for my jaw to be hurting from smiling. Crikey. Oh dear. I actually just started therapy recently. Needed it. Good for you. Good for you. There's nothing quite like a good bit of therapy. It does world of wonders. It really does. It really does. No, I applaud you. I applaud you for looking after the most important muscle. Second most. Equally as important muscle. The brain. How horrible are the crossbow sprues of secretness? They're pretty minging. I'm not gonna lie. I had a look at some. They're pretty horrible. We've got silhouettes on Warcom for those curious. I've got some silhouettes here on... I should set this up really, shouldn't I? That's what I should be doing. I can't get any... I don't have access to any of the controls to make it the size I want it to be. Lol. Yeah. If we watch it on Twitch, though, we'll get all the adverts. I'm not sure what Twitch adverts are at the moment. I'm probably going to jump off now, but I wish that everyone gets something nice and shiny for their armies. That is a good wish. That is a good wish. I like that. StarCraft. I'm not sure they'll preview StarCraft tonight. That would be quite the hard turn for Games Workshop. My therapist has said me being in the hobby has been good for my mental health. Well, yeah. It when I need it to be, like at the moment, like a lot of the, I guess you could say the. Not hardship, but a lot of the struggles I'm having are directly related to it. But that's only because it's directly related to it being my job. But usually for me what it is it's a way for me to silence the world around me. So that I can focus and control what's directly in front of me. And when I have that as a sort of a foundational thing, it means that everything else feels a lot more, even if there's stuff I can't control, a lot of other stuff feels more manageable, as it were. So, yeah, because you are quietening your brain, you're doing something mechanical. It's kind of, it is, I mean, it is also good brain exercise, you know, the hobby in general. You know, there's the reading aspect, there's the playing aspect, there's the painting aspect. All of it is sort of, there is a slight physical element to it, of course, you know, with motor skills and stuff, but a lot of it is just figuring is mental mental workout. So it's good. It's good brain food in many ways. MESBG has been good for you for that past few months, right? Yeah. No, it really has. MESBG has done wonders. Because that's me, to get deep with it. Painting MESBG is me, not negotiating, but feeding what you would describe as sort of like my inner child and the childhood. You know, it's reconciling with my childhood story is what MESBG is to me, because it's such a sort of special thing to be able to share that special thing with other people that gives them joy and myself joy. It's a way of reconciling some things about my childhood story and also being in touch with that. Like Warhammer in general is that for me, but like MESBG in particular, because that was the real like captivating moment as a child for me. So much of my younger years is about Lord of the Rings and MESBG in general. So being able to share that with you guys, and also not get like judged for it is really it's healing. Why am I talking about this? We got so deep and we haven't even started the bloody stream. Slightly off topic, but looking at getting into Age of Sigmar through Spearhead, is this generally recommended? Also, does anyone put stock in the recent rumours? I put no stock in the recent rumours at all. I said this earlier, but I am of the belief that this early before a massive edition change, if they were to be doing something like killing Age of Sigmar off to replace it with something else, that is information that's guarded by very small few people. So if one of them is the one that's leaking things, that's a huge problem in the company, first and foremost. But I don't think that's true, because I think those people are super passionate about the thing that they make, and so they wouldn't be doing that. So my opinion is that they have told, I said this earlier, they've told a series of people a bunch of things about this thing that's coming up, and they wait because they believe those people are the ones who are leaking, and they just wait to see which one appeared on the internet first. That's what I think. But to answer your question about Spearhead, yes, that is 100% a great way to get into it. Not only is Spearhead a great way to get into Age of Sigmar, it's actually a fantastic game in its own right. It's well worth it just to play Spearhead. It's my favourite format of Warhammer at the moment, is playing Spearhead. 100%. Heading out, I'll watch this back later. Just wanted to let you know you're my favourite hobbying channel and gave me the confidence to take the leap as someone who's never painted. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. Does Twitch have the time schedule wrong? 9:30. Oh yeah, probably. There. Has it starting in 4 minutes? I've got it starting in 4 minutes. Maybe the Twitch is more active right now. Let's have a look at that. Yeah. No, I don't believe it's a thing that's happening for It's weird because there isn't an article where they're like, hey, click here to go to Twitch. Which they normally have. Like on the day. They don't have that. Maybe this is just a video. Thought it was tomorrow. No, it is today. It is. It's in 4 minutes. 3 minutes. Apparently we had a little wobble there. This might, like I said, this might just be like a pre-recorded video. I don't know. We have somebody on the ground in Adepticon. We'll see in 2 minutes, and then we'll scramble to get it on the screen. Maybe I set that up now. Let's do it now. Window capture. We want this guy. And we'll just go like go like that. If I do that, can you guys see it? Just got a live notification from Twitch. Ooh. Two hours. I hope this is not a 2 hour long stream. It's a 2 hour live spot at Adepticon. But that can sometimes mean it's an hour and 15 minutes and then they have like 45 minutes for questions afterwards. Because they have done that before. Right, we're gonna minimize these guys for now. I'm just waiting for them to go live now, apparently. Waiting for Warhammer. Aren't we all? I have no control over what's over on that right-hand side. I'm sorry. Do you have the new Warhammer paints pots? I actually do. I have 2 of them now. I put in a paint order on Saturday. And of the 10 paints I ordered, 8 of them turned up in Citadel pots and 2 of them turned up in Warhammer pots. And I was like, oh, that's 2. Now I've got to go through and replace every single thing. Aren't the new pots the old pots with a different sticker? That is correct. They are. They are. They are just the old pots with a new sticker. Let me just show you. But what they have is they have a very, very bright white thing on the back of them as well. So here is, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. So there's a Citadel colour one, and there's a Warhammer colour one. But then on the back, they have that going on. It's live. It's not live over here. Why aren't you live? Technical difficulties. Please stand by, is what it says on Twitch. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Watch the Twitch one. Why haven't got the controls? There we go. That's what we wanted. This is the problem with the Twitch one. Oh, great, we missed one. Can you turn up their volume? Yep.
I'm gonna prove things wrong. Is this one, right?
Okay, so we missed a thing.
Okay, so normally when the preview is starting and the room is filling up, there's thousands of people in the chat. I ask the question, where are people from? And the answer today is they don't have the chat screen open. Oh, wait, no.
This is miserable.
So when I call your place, give us a shout out. There's a guy from Montana over there. Scotland. And something I've never met in person in an event before, from Iceland.
I don't want to listen.
About this is the chance to have people from all around the world participating in the Warhammer community, and it's so fun to have this today.
Yeah,
It
it's
might
really cool.
be-
We've got some amazing reveals for you today, guys. We have some Warhammer 40,000 stuff. We've already seen one thing already. We've got more very soon. We've got some Warhammer Age of Sigmar stuff to show you. We've got some Warhammer Underworlds stuff to show you. There is some Middle Earth releases on the way as well. We've got some stuff to show you there. And some stuff
We-
built in as well. So it's an absolutely jam-packed show. Is your mic working yet?
I'm skeptical.
Until just share the mic. Just share the mic in the middle.
Get cozy for a minute. Right, so.
It might be that we have to just watch the videos and then just mute them whilst they're talking.
Have you done any hobby lately? Eddie, have you done any hobby
I
lately?
have done some hobby. I've been painting Space Walls because I am playing at Adepticon.
We don't care.
Anybody else playing at Adepticon this weekend? Spectacular. Eddie, you come as part of the team tournament, right?
Yeah, we've all brought Space Walls.
We just don't care
we've
about this
no
bit.
practice games so far, so if we do get you in the team tournament, just go easy on us. And
Show them no mercy. Crush them like the dogs they are.
friendly game, it'd be great.
Perfect. I also have been doing hobby, and I can't talk about it because it's secret. But you'll have a clue by the end of tonight.
You saying it might not be secret by the end of the night then?
Less secret.
Less secret, okay.
Very good. So, while we're just, we'll get really into the meat of it in just a minute. We had some news told to us today by the Warhammer community team back home, which is they're making. It wasn't me, I promise.
Terrible.
Oh, the blessings of the Omnissiah are upon us. So, as I was saying,
Sounds better
back
now.
home in, the Warhammer community team have launched a new YouTube channel, which is official Warhammer 40,000. The reason for this is we figured Warhammer 40,000 fans might like all of their Warhammer 40,000 videos, whether that's painting or lore or like previews like we're going to show you tonight, all in one place. So if you haven't already, go and give it a subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. And let's make sure there's one place you can go for all of your Warhammer 40,000 YouTube content.
Just Warhammer 40,000, though.
Perfect. Is your mic working?
How am I balanced against them?
Is real, boys.
Can you hear me over them?
What's going to happen over the next 90 minutes
Is that better?
Is we're going to show you all
Push
the
spacebar to skip.
There's going to be some great videos, some fantastic reveals. We'll get overexcited. We'll talk for slightly too long. And then
Yeah.
at the end of the show,
It's all good.
everybody who's stayed in the room with us and had this wonderful experience, they're going to go.
Do I have
something super
smooth,
cool.
buttery
More on that later.
vocals?
Are we about ready to kick this off?
We're ready to see some cool stuff.
Beautiful. So, the first thing we're going to do is a tiny bit of a retrospective. We know this guy and we love him, and he returned to the Warhammer 40,000 universe. You've all seen Commissar Yarrick, right?
We can't see it, by the way.
Any moment now, he'll appear massively on your screen, but I have a feeling the tech priests are currently applying unguents and blessed oil to the machine so that Eddie can have a mic too. Otherwise, we have to wrestle over it. Nobody needs to see that. So,
I think that should be.
I'm going to talk about Commissar Yarrick for a moment because I've got the mic. He is my personal favourite character in all of Warhammer.
There we go.
Now that means... No, still one mic. So, when I was a little boy and I read the stories of Commissar
It's spectacular that this seems to happen every single time.
The Imperium, it really sort of did something to my
That they just
little
can't get this
monarchy
right.
Imperial heart. And so it's been really cool to see the reveal of that model. And
it's like
and this heralds something that
they
we're gonna
spend
show
all
you
this
in a
time
little
trying
more
to-
detail as the,
trying to sort it
as
out.
the preview runs on.
And then they just
Eddie,
forget.
Were you around when Yarrick first debuted?
And it's like, do you need somebody to tell you that you can have two different OBS setups? You know? So you can have an OBS setup for at home where you can control everything. And then an OBS setup for outside of the office when you're at places like Adepticon, when you're at places like WCW. That was the last time where it was really awful, right? You can do all of that.
Awesome. So yeah, me too. In fact, I
So
really
they've just-
felt old when it happened. So,
They just
terrifying.
they showed off a bunch of talked about a bunch of stuff already that we haven't been able to see.
Yarrick's in the room, just me.
I watch people live stream from rural Japan with better audio.
So,
That's true.
Let's get an update from the guys behind. Otherwise, we're going to do this preview. Via
What I
the
love as well is they've got a couple of Shure SM5Bs. Those are some rock and roll mics. I do not. I have a Rode NT1A.
of the technology.
Even I get this right.
While we
You know,
film,
I have a rinky-dink
I
setup,
suppose I could just start
with
reading
half
the
the
list
amount of
all the
gear
cool
that they
stuff
have.
we need to talk to you about, right?
which we're hopefully going to sort out when we move to the new studio. We're going to set up audio's like I did music technology. I could set this up. I did music technology at university. I have a degree in audio tech. I am a qualified audio technician.
I couldn't possibly tell you a joke live on air. This would go badly forward. What I can do is, hello sir, you have your hand up. It's very polite. Go on then. Sorry? I didn't hear the question. I'm not answering. Oh, right. Well, there is actually really great lore behind that. And in 15 minutes, we'll tell you about it.
Great.
And so start speculating amongst yourselves as to what the reason that Yarrick is in fact not dead. It could be that there was some intervention. It could be that the Imperium...
My favourite one was a few years ago when they previewed Dominion, and Stormcast Eternals was written on the screen for a very long time as Sotramcast Eternals. And not one person thought to spell check that before they went live. That was my favourite one. Sotramcast. It's brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant.
Let's get a sense of guys in the room. I can't really check on the guys in the chat.
What does Steel Yourself mean? They're doing Steel Legion, apparently, and it's going to take 2 years for them to return. But we didn't see anything because they didn't go live in time.
Now, I met them last year, and I'm hoping to meet them again. Any guys for the Middle-earth strategy battle game? Sweet, you're my people.
There's loads of people.
You've got some great stuff to see later on in this show. What about things like the Horus Heresy?
No one
What
cares.
about Underworlds? It's quiet, but they're there. What else did we say we were going to show you today? Oh, Kill Team. Any Kill Team players? Beautiful. This is great.
Is it an actual model refresh or like a book? Technical difficulties, they're back. Hooray! Do guards need a third plastic group? Arguably, they need like 8 or 9. It's gone completely black, so that's good. They showed some concept art for the Steel Legion on YouTube as the intro video for the stream. Oh, so if I go back in time... Oh yeah, we can do that. Here we go. The audio's horrible, but... What would you do if I had to make the ultimate sacrifice? There you go. This is what we missed. Armageddon Steel Legion. And then we've had 15 minutes. Oh, they just did it again.
It's back to me, which means we might be live. So I'm going to talk about it. Are
There we
there
go.
any authentic Steel Legion collectors in the room? Very good. So I have a Steel Legion army. It's even been in White Dwarf back in the day. And so that news is
humble brag.
extremely exciting to me. And there's loads of things that I get like excited about and wax lyrical about with regards to Steel Legion. Did you see in the concept art that you saw there that they have the carbinized las guns? So like slightly shorter so you can like pack more men into a chimera. And then the folding stock. These are the details I love that make the Steel Legion one of my.
What would Yarrick do? No, I understand that, but I was doing a Team America joke. Oh, look, they're back. Technical difficulties. Steel Legion is going to be a kill team. You can write that down. Yeah, possibly, yeah. It is surprising that they're doing Steel Legion before they're doing Catachans, but they did say earlier that these are 2 years away. So maybe Catachans are coming? I doubt it. Is surprising though, because Catachans, that range is really bad, man. Like I've got some old Steel Legion. I mean they're metal, right? But I've got some here. Like to answer that question, I do have a Steel Legion collection actually. It's not very big. I have like 2 infantry squads and a command squad of it. But I do still have some Steel Legion actually. But I mean they're so similar to Krieg. It's like, yeah, I can't imagine there's a huge amount different. But then maybe the reason they've chosen to do Steel Legion is they're going to do more of a sort of armoured focus for them. So maybe some new tanks to launch alongside that, which could then be used by everybody else. But like maybe some new tanks will be coming. Here we go.
I will not lie to you.
Commissar Yarrick.
The army before us is vast. They say we cannot win, that the orcs are too many. I don't know about you, but I am growing tired of
There you
proving
go.
them wrong. I see the steel in your eyes, the fire in your soul.
Oh wow. Okay.
I tell you now, we can win. We
That looks like a new armored Taurox.
That victory costs us our lives, so be it.
I knew it! I knew it. I knew it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are returning to Armageddon.
Turn that down.
This is another campaign expansion book for Warhammer 40,000, The Return of Yarick. We're going back to Armageddon, back to the War World, for a story of the Imperium versus a huge orc war that is invading.
Armageddon is a place of
It's a book.
issues, and the sponsor of the issues that are going on right now is none other than the herald of the Speed War, Wazdaka Guts.
Oh, and then they get rid of the sound. This is perfect. Wazdaka Gutsmech. I mean, look at that. That's a fantastic new orc model. He's been around for a while. Rendered beautifully by the Warhammer Studio. This is what they're saying. Fastest orc in the galaxy. I mean, this is a beautiful model. Beautiful model. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's very cool. Love the little grot. Yeah, I'm with you. Think of the painting video. Well, yes. 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 I mean, if they send it to me, I'll make a painting video of it. That's the rule. Actually, the rule is if they send it to me, I try my hardest to do a painting video on it, but often sometimes they send me far too much, or they don't send it to me at all. That's a nice little tank. An armoured fighting vehicle? Hippogriff. That's very cool. I like it a lot. It's very, very small. It's Diddy and it's lovely. I like it. I bet that's going to be ridiculously cheap. That's very cool. I like it. It's very cute. Very, very cute indeed. That's nice. It'll have a bigger gun than the Chimera. It for sure does. Look at that. It's got a proper battle cannon there. Very action force. It's a bit G.I. Joe, isn't it? There's different things, but it's nice. It's nice. It's a nice little car. That I really like. Fast-moving, lightly armoured transport vehicle for your Astra Militarum. Doesn't replace the Chimera, but come on. 100% does replace the Chimera because it's so much cooler. I like it because it's reminiscent of like a scout speeder with the crew in it, whatever the people being transported in it. That's really nice. I like that a lot. That's an M2 half track. Yeah. You can build it with the hatch closed and no troops inside it. Commissar Graves is next.
Commissar Graves is a member. Ooh, the room like that. Commissar Graves is a member of the High Command for the military operating on Armageddon.
Member of the High Command for the military operating on Armageddon.
From the true mold of the Officio Prefectus, and literally one of the first things she does in the narrative is.
Looks like the Sixers you used to see on the streets of Belfast when I was a kid. That's the Rumour Engine Power Fist. Certainly looks like it, doesn't it?
Her own personal rapid strike vehicle, and this thing oozes like the grim
She gets her own rapid strike vehicle.
gloss black paintwork, armored pulpit, chased
That's pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
banner. A bunch of people were trying to work out what all the different patches on the jacket I wore were. Commissar Graves' heraldry is one of those patches.
That's pretty sexy. That's pretty sexy. Oh wow.
This is what she calls her right hand. Her left hand is a power fist. Her right hand is a bunch of executioners which she'll use to enact her will.
I think the thing I really like about it is it's
So do you get? That's going to be my question. So you buy Commissar Graves the kit.
traditionally drives around in. This is sort of like a
That's got 2 Citadel miniatures in it.
if you converted yourself up for Fortress of Arrogance, this would look very cool riding to battle on a
Show us the back.
I think one of the things here is that the cloth that she's cut from is very different to Yarrick. Yarrick is an inspiring leader at this point, almost like a heralded hero, right? Whereas
That's very, very beautiful.
in every way.
Okay, well it looks like you get her on foot and you get that version as well.
Did we see the Adeptus Sororitas character? Here is
Intransia Frey, Dogmata Superior.
Here is Intransia Frey. She is the Dogmata Superior for the Adeptus Sororitas on Armageddon. She's a member of the Order of the Martyred Lady. And
I like it.
has a big role in
It's insane.
that high command for the officers that are operating on.
I am eventually going to have a Sisters Army. I do know this. It's just I painted a big one as a commission and I haven't wanted to do one since. But I now have some Insidiants and I have, presumably, if Games Workshop sends me this one, I'll have this one as well. And I've got Morven Val. So, oh, and I've got the Triumph of St. Catherine as well. Got lots of characters for my supposed Sisters Army.
couple of heavy flamers and then a rack of melter missiles in there as well. Powerful units that do damage to pretty much anything.
I'm going to need that to be Imperial Agents too. I'm sure it could be. An Enthroned Inquisitor, there you go.
Sororitas branded loudspeaker.
Reminds me of Karamazov. Yeah, it's very Karamazov coded.
This throne is called the Throne of Blame.
I like the 2 heavy bolters either side of the throne.
Out there. Not,
There's 3 at least.
not including the big one on Terra. Right. Next up is, this is a contender for the strangest model in the preview. May we introduce you
There's an Imperial Agent.
to Inquisitor Croyle. Who is Inquisitor Croyle? Eh?
Inquisitor Croyle.
A member of the Ordo Xenos, and he's effectively a big game hunter in Warhammer 40,000.
An Ordo Xenos Inquisitor.
He hunts down exotic and weird enemy characters and monsters. He's come to
That's
Armageddon
pretty
particularly
beautiful.
some of the orc warlords and orc psychers and things with that very strange little
I like that model a lot.
horse shrimp thing.
Yeah,
Oh, I like that model a lot.
even worse with the nose bag off, right?
Yeah. You've got some options in the kit. So you've got a couple of head options for the mount, a couple of head options for the character.
It's very gentlemanly warfare. Ah, yeah, see? Off to battle we go, yes? We got some great sport on the way.
It's got a particularly fun rule where once you manage to hit an enemy unit with it, the damage on it goes up and up and up across the board.
The game hopping about today. Oh, yes.
Cycler for the record, and it's one of the stranger looking guns in Warhammer 40,000. I think it's fair to
Is that a young Robert Baratheon? Maybe.
Riding, it is actually the last of its species. He personally hunted the rest of the species to extinction, but he thought it looked like quite a useful mount, so he kept one of them to ride around on.
Okay, so he murdered an entire species of alien and kept the last one for his own personal mount. You can learn about all of these characters in the new book, Armageddon, The Return of Yarrick.
Armageddon, The Return of Yarrick, and this contains a narrative book, a book with attachments in, and then a book with some new rules for you to use in your game. I want to start with the narrative bit. It's very exciting. This does answer the question someone shouted out from the crowd earlier of how is
This answers the question as why Yarrick's back.
I'm not going to spoil it entirely, other than to say the Space Wolves have something to do with it.
On the rule side of things there, you've obviously got a whole bunch of needed.
Apparently the Space Wolves have something to do with it. Lehman Russ confirmed?
Also another book in there which is Armored Gauntlet, which is effectively tank and vehicle battles in Warhammer 40,000. Would be very cool, for example, if you wanted a speed war fighting into an orc, an imperial tank or mechanized companies.
There's rules in there for armoured, just all tanks.
Finally, there's a bunch of detachments in the detachments book, as one might expect.
There are detachments in the
Perfect.
Hashtag Lehman Russ confirmed.
Comes out alongside
Oh. That's a good box. Dear Games Workshop. That's another Rogel Dawn. I really need to do something with this at Rogel Dawn that's been sat here for ages. We'll do it soon. An Orc Battalion. 6 Death Copters. Those are all old models. Pretty sure. Those are all old, right? They look old to me. Didn't you already do one? I did already do a Rogel Dawn. It's an Adeptus Sororitas one. It's alright. I don't know why they're so quiet. I love that it says in the description, Adam and Eddie present the biggest preview show of the year live from Adepticon 2026. Oh. They started turning it up. A Deathwatch Armageddon set. Ah, that's pretty sick. Is that 2 kill teams and a Corvus Black Star? I like it. I like it. That's nice. I want a Black Star just to paint. They are. It's the nicest plane that Games Workshop's ever made.
But we're going to show you something a little bit different. Somewhere in the room we have some friends from our friends at Weather Workshop, and they've got an amazing new thing that we're going to show you.
I was enjoying it when it was quiet. I don't know about you guys. Video from Weta.
Now, after conquering the Black Rage, he is reborn as one of the most formidable psychers in the Imperium of Man. Standing upon the stairs of the Arx Angelicum, we present to you the chief librarian of the
Is this the Blood Angels reveal?
The Lord of Death, Mephiston.
This is the Blood Angels reveal.
He is the sole member of the Blood Angels to conquer the Black Rage. Yet beneath that control lies a force capable of devastating wrath.
Cool.
We have depicted Mephiston amidst the battle-damaged environment of the Arx Angelicum, harnessing a powerful psychic attack. His aristocratic
Look at that mold
features
line right there,
contorted
Adam.
into a rageful expression as psychic energy ripples between his temples and through his psychic hood. In one hand, his four-sword Vitaris crackles with power. In the other, psychic energy gathers, poised to manifest the Emperor's wrath. Mephiston's
I mean, it's a lovely statue.
armor, richly adorned with Blood Angels iconography, has been rendered in exquisite detail by our sculptors.
The New Zealand accent sounds too nice to be taken seriously talking about the Black Rage. Spot on.
With every surface and texture carefully realized to bring depth, contrast, and gravitas to this defining portrait of the Lord of Death.
This is the...
He is a figure of awe within the Blood Angels chapter. Make him a figure of awe upon your shelf.
No. I mean, it's nice. If you love that sort of thing, it's very nice. That and the Titus one and the Abaddon one, they're all very nice. They are nice things if you like collecting that sort of thing. That is beyond the realms of my fiscal power. So it's not something that I'm particularly interested in, is what I would say about it. So
throughout the rest of this weekend, week and weekend, that statue you saw in the video is here. If you want to look at it in person, go and chat to Jules and learn all about it. Pop down to where the Warhammer shop is.
It's fine,
you know. See it in the flesh. It is exquisite, so it's well worth a visit. While we're talking about
if only the plastic miniature looked like that.
We have another officially licensed product. I'm pretty excited
Instead of smelling his finger.
What is it, Adam?
Oh. Ah, it's quiet again. Lovely. A new White Scars helmet in the same vein as the Lieutenant Titus one. So it'll be the same size and it'll be enormous. And I've been led to... Oh. And they're back.
If anybody wondered, my head is colossal. It's ridiculously big. And there's room in there. It's not on its biggest saying, so a lot of people were like, oh, will it fit? Definitely, unless you have a...
I would like Blade in Warhammer 40k. Nice. I desperately want the Celestine one, but I'd have to sell a kidney. Oh, exactly.
There'll be links to it all on the Warhammer community website. Make sure you go and have a look when we're done with the preview and scout it all out. And yeah.
I believe that helmet is available to pre-order as of tonight as well.
I think so, yeah. So essentially, if you really like one of these things, you can get your order in straight away.
There you go. You can pre-order that helmet right now.
We have other exciting news, which is still in the Dark Millennium, and this relates to something coming very soon to Warhammer Plus.
Ah, Warhammer Plus. Oh, it's the new animation. Starring Devora Wild.
Where did they come from?
The sight's down. Nice. Oh, it's a different one. It's not the one starring Devora Wild. Okay. I think people trying to see the price of Mephi. Yeah, yeah.
This is an all-new animation coming soon to Warhammer Plus. Aeronautica Imperialis. Eddie, what can you say?
Yeah, exactly that. So we knew this animation was
a game that's
we can tell you a few
long gone.
About it today. So it's called Aeronautica Imperialis, and as you imagine, it is about the pilots of the Imperial Navy. They are up against the Eldar pilots of Craftworld's Sam Han, and it is effectively an aerial war of attrition.
If I refresh this.
3-part animation, much in the style.
No, it's just frozen. There we go.
One of which finished today, if not much penitence.
Is it a show or a game? That's a show.
This will be a 3-part series, and it will explore.
Why does Tales have a better production value than their official stream?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now,
Again, also cobbled together, but I manage it.
Two bombers, right?
Yeah, that's right. So there's a fighter there, it's Nightwing, and then you've got a couple of Wraith fighters on the side there as well, which will effectively do the bombing runs trying to take out Imperial forces. And then on the other side,
oh, they are just stills.
Imperial Thunderbolt pilots for the most part. There's quite a high attrition rate, I would say, for the Imperial Thunderbolt pilots.
Maybe don't get too attached.
Yeah, maybe don't get too attached to any of the characters. This is Kai. She's
cool.
one of the Imperial pilots, piloting those Thunderbolts into the sorties against the Eldar planes.
Fantastic. And then one of the things...
Put my mic in the next room for the next Tales recording with the authentic GW effect you'd like. Yeah, that's what we're after. To really capture that.
And this hits all of the right buttons for me. There's a dogfight in the first
Can you get a hard drink to pour out for my respect for this company? If only we had any hard spirits in the house. But we do not.
This is the kind of lead pilot, I suppose, of the Eldari forces. This is Idrinet, and
the hardest thing we have is Coke Zero, and that's precious.
So you get to see a little bit into the mind of the Eldar of the Craft World. Very,
Well, we're 36 minutes in.
Quite hard done by the Imperial Navy.
Yeah, absolutely. And it gives you an insight
Let's just see.
that you never normally see, right? The animations that appear on Warhammer Plus let us delve into corners of the
there's Wazdak and
Warhammer
Gutsmack.
universe, which unexplored up to now.
Commissar Yarrick, Commissar Graves, Inquisitor Croyle, the Dogmaster Superior, Centaur RSV, Hippogriff AFV, Return of Yarrick, and the Battalion Boxes.
But we're going to go and take a look at Kill Team for a minute now.
Kill team! Let's go!
Call sign Jester. The toughest thrown down grunts on the Eastern Fringe.
Cadian veterans?
We've fought Tyranids before. They're tough. But they drop if you know where.
Tyrannic war veterans in the Astra Militarum.
We were wrong.
More Tyranids. Bloody hell. A new way to play. The Red Terror. My goodness. That's pretty cool.
Call sign
We're going to play the video again.
the toughest throw.
Oh, we're not going to play it again.
Right, I'm going to talk as if we're back on air. So this is Kill Team Terror on Devlin, and we'd like to introduce you to the fine men and women.
I like the idea of Spectre Squad.
Which is a brand new kill team, 4 kill team. These are elite scout troops for the Astra Militarum.
I like it.
This is effectively a brand new kill team. This is a kind of stealthy, scouty kill team with lots of kind of fun.
Oh. Is that me or is that them? Am I still live? Am I still live? Hello? Oh. That's them. Okay. Cool. Oh, dear Lord. Looks like it's painted with contrast paints. Oh, it absolutely is not. But if it's sent to me, it will be. It will be. It was going too well for too long, right? Right? Oh, yeah, look. The Joy Toy White Scars helmet is now live. Let's see how much it is. $139.99 alongside Lieutenant Titus's Mark 10 helmet with stand. There you go. Cool. Cool. You're going to do the camo on the cloaks with contrast. Hell yeah. Yeah, we do it all the time. I will put you towards Gaunt's Ghosts. Oh. Now it wants us to take us to go and see Park and Harbour's stream. Let's not do that. Stream's over. Okay. Oh, dearie me. Right, hold on. Maybe the Twitch stream is still up. This is a bit of a shit show, isn't it? Yeah, so Twitch is still up. With no sound. Cool. Let's do that. Why not? So we can just look at the pictures. Warhipster died. Did I? New stream up on the tube. Yes, so it is. Go away. Alright. I've got to close at least one of these. Oh look, the Red Terror. There we go. The Cadian kill team. I like it too. The Red Terror there, that is a spectacular new Tyranid. That is a spectacular new Tyranid. It looks amazing. Lovely. I wonder if it's multi-part and like you don't have to build it as a Red Terror, you could just build it as a Morlock. Morlock Prime? Can't have audio issues if you don't have audio. That's true. Cool. The Red Terror is its own thing. Ah, fair enough. It is like he's been startled by a fire alarm with all his claws out like that. Flesh Terror's red. I suspect it's probably more likely to be in the Blood Angels red area, but then the darker areas have got a little bit of brown in there. Guarantee they have the wrong audio channels in their presenter scene. Oh, for sure. Got so hyped for a Tyranid Warrior kill team initially, but this is a lovely surprise. Yeah, it's something that needs to happen. The Veteran Guardsman Spectre Squad. That's really cool. Oh, I can hear something. It's very quiet, but I can hear something. It's interesting. Their audio will come back suddenly when they go back. Yes, they will. So it's coming in a new box, Terror on Devlin, which appears to have some Hormagaunts, the Red Terror, and the Veteran Guardsman. But they spin the box too fast for me to actually tell you exactly what's in there. So there's rules in this to do big thing versus kill team.
Yeah, and there's different ways to play it as well. One of the examples the book gives is two kill teams going up against each other while it helps.
Do you find anything aesthetically redeeming of the old guard versus the new models? The new scale is just so much better. The old ones have their charm. They really do. But, oh. Oh. Yeah, that's an old one. Nemesis rules equals boss monster. Yeah. So, like, you can do Gene Stealers versus a Dreadnought. They used to have rules for that a long time ago in the... Again, another old one. In the 7th edition... I want to say 7th edition. 7th edition kill team. Where, for example, you'd have something like a... You could put like a shadow sword there or something like, or you could play it around like stopping a Titan from firing, or like a giant like plasma obliterator, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's a return of that basically.
Slight diversion away from the 41st millennium and go back about 10,000 years now.
Oh, there they go.
Releases which you've got planned for Warhammer Horus Heresy.
Oh, we're going to Horus Heresy.
The Legiones Astartes.
Legiones Astartes. What are they getting?
Maybe we can. There we go. So there we are. Warhammer the Horus Heresy. And
A Spartan Prometheus assault tank.
Coming soon to the classic Spartan tank. This is the Spartan Prometheus assault tank.
This is basically the tank if you really, really like heavy bolters. We basically put as many
I like it.
as it's possible to put on a Spartan.
Lobster Thermidor.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a classic tank with a new armored variant.
Yeah, it's a lot of heavy bolters. 2 quad heavy bolters and a heavy bolter pintle. What's it called? The thing in the middle. Is that called a pintle? Hull-mounted Hulks, twin heavy bolter.
That's the laser destroyer. It's got some extra bits and pieces, and is a perfect way to transport your soldiers across the battlefield in relative safety.
They're going to try and be cute and fake end the show before announcing 11th and then say, oh yeah, one more thing. Oh, 100%. I would put money on it, but I don't want to. Tanks rule, though. That is true. Another Horus Heresy tank. Do you remember the old, what was it? The old row map that just said, tanks! And then they proceeded to not release that many tanks. There you go. Some Charonite Ogrins. For this. I honestly could have sworn that those already existed, but... Oh no, they do in Imperialis, but not in... Do you know what I feel like's happened? I feel like with this stream's audio setup, what they've tried to do is... Do you remember, I think it was the WCW one, where they went, who's excited? And then you couldn't hear the crowd. So it sounded like no one was excited. I feel like what they've done is they've done something strange with the gain on the microphones, rather than just scooping the volume on the slider, so that we can hear the crowd. But like nobody wanted the crowd. It was funnier as a meme, you know. I feel like that's what's happened with the audio. Again, I'm surprised those aren't already a thing, but that makes sense. I like this paint scheme they've done on these. It's nice. It's neat and tidy. I like how wobbly those markings are on the side of the rapier fire support battery. I think it's just because of the lens they're using on the camera. But that's fun. That's fun. Mole mortars! I wonder if they fire the phosphor rounds that everyone is so happy with. They also just missed the easiest option for hearing the crowd, which is just putting mics above the crowd. Exactly, you just put a coincidental pair. Like this. Two condensers, like that, crossed over, above. You'll capture the whole room. I know my stuff. Quad heavy bolter, love it. There is a shocking lack of quad heavy bolters in Warhammer 40k. There's now quite a few of them, because of this. There's now quite a few of them in the Horus Heresy, but in 40k they got rid of a lot of the quad heavy bolters because they were all in the Horus Heresy and they moved out. You know, like the Fire Raptor, for example. I think the Thunderhawk still has it, and you can still use that in 40k. And it's only like 800 points or something, so you can use it, but... Indeed it was. It's really quiet. It's not just because I've scooped the volume, but I don't want to blow your ears off by them fixing it. So you're just having to hear my commentary, I'm afraid. We have 321 people watching. Hello. Underworlds! Lumineth Realmlords. Yay! I was right, yay! They're pretty. One of them looks very similar to a Stormcast Underworlds model. But the rest of them don't. That's a I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. I like the blind archer. That's cool. Like it. It feels wrong not having my contrast paints out watching your stream. That's fair. Mine are out. I need to tidy up. I haven't tidied up post Alariel.
There's an interesting mechanic with this warband, which is essentially these warriors, they fight based on sort of feeling the skeins of wind and on the air, and that helps them locate the enemy.
A fox.
And outmaneuver them. And so Zul, when you place it down, it's like a marker.
They do like their fox spirits. The old Huracan temple. It's very nice. I like that paint job.
And it continues this
Gorgrunter Fire and Seraphim Sepia. But I like that paint job.
I think everybody likes it when the warbands have a pet.
Yeah, absolutely. This is my favourite model, and this is an Ara. It's just that classic sort of ranger.
We'd love to see how you do these. That trim as a killer. Well, we've done it in the past where you paint the whole thing with Liberator Gold and then shade it with Agrax Earthshade all over, so you get the sort of the twirlies on the actual armor panels. And then you relayer the armor with Corax White.
We're going to depart now from Warhammer Underworlds and go to a place very near and dear to my heart as a staunch fan of Middle-earth.
Oh, we're going to Middle-earth. Here we go.
Middle-earth strategy battle game.
Hill Tribesman Commanders.
So this is the first
Nice.
of the that we'll talk about. These are the Hill Tribesman Commanders, inspired by the Lord of the Rings: The War of the Rohirrim movie.
Oh, they're nice.
Film that we saw at the cinema a few years
They're really nice.
ago. These guys making it onto the tabletop. We've already got the Hill Tribesmen as warriors. So this
Oh, they're very pretty.
You've got the chieftain on the left, you've got a standard bearer and a hornblower. There's an additional option contained within this kit which will be very useful for your force. If you look at the right-hand side of the screen,
The Oath
this
Keeper.
guy is a
Oathmaker?
variant and essentially allows you to build the chieftain instead as an Oathmaker from that scene.
There you go,
in the
Oathmaker.
Lord of the Rings trilogy,
That's
where
nice.
Saruman and the wild men make their compact to attack.
That's nice.
You've also got some options on the chieftain in that box as well. The chieftain can have a two-handed weapon, or you can have a hand weapon and a shield, or you can build them as the Oathmaker as well. So some great options to choose from.
Yeah, and as you can see, like the middle.
I like these. Show me Riders of Rohan, please. They said this is the first thing. There's more to come. Oh, it's going to be Rohan, isn't it? It's going to be some Riders of Rohan. And I've got so many I need to paint. With so many loose horses.
It's not a bad army by any means, although they take a lot of casualties. Who are they fighting against? Well, the Hill Tribesmen's traditional enemy is obviously the Rohan.
Oh god, it is. It's Rohan.
New Warriors of Rohan Commanders. This is
They said first of all that...
a captain, a standard bearer, and a hornblower.
Oh, they're so nice.
Warriors in their warbands into battle.
Yeah, so this is a really lovely multi-part kit.
Oh, they're beautiful.
On this that aren't immediately apparent. The biggest
Oh, wow.
So the captain. So you have a choice of heads. So you can have either an armored kind of head, as you can see there. There's also an unhelmeted head.
Oh.
If you wanted to have two characters in your army, for example, you could have both.
you go.
That's the unhelmeted one. You've also got a choice on the captain of different.
Oh god, that model on the far left is so good. That's my spirit animal right there. That's who I wish I was.
There's also a heavily armored one, as you can see there, which fits in really nicely if you've gone for like
Now you can actually swap your commander's armor for heavy armor.
a unit, or if you just want to have two in your army and them look different.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Oh.
fantastic new plastic addition to the Rohan force.
Holy uck.
Perhaps the most anticipated kit for Rohan, being desired for a long time,
Son of a bitch.
is a redo of the now quarter-century-old Riders of Rohan. These are one of the most iconic units that you see in all of the Lord of the
Son of a
They are
bitch.
absolute scene stealers, aren't they, in the Lord of the Rings movies? Every time they show up, it's awesome. This is a very venerable kit. The original Riders of Rohan, of course, came out alongside the original trilogy 25 years
There's so many of them.
ago. Well due an update. The horses are
Oh.
I really like the armored helmets on these. Riders of Rohan, of course, are very well equipped warriors. Every single one of them comes with a shield, a hand weapon, a bow. You've also got the option in there to give them throwing weapons as well.
They're so beautiful.
Dynamic looking unit.
Okay. MESBG wins this preview hands down.
Middle-earth strategy battle game will want to know
Oh my god.
weapons can be exchanged where you see them holding the
I think I blacked out for a minute there.
spears. They can either be hand weapons or they can be a versatile unit. I recommend the throwing spears for the record. So a really long-awaited
I'm gonna need 4 or 5 boxes.
and it's just beautiful to see them rendered. I've got a Rohan army. I've put some of these new ones alongside it, and they also go really nicely together. So if what you're thinking,
Oh, well, so Adam's got them.
your force look beautiful on the shelf in your cabinet, these are going to blend in beautifully.
Mother.
Right, is that they're not standardized completely, so you can mix kind of the old ones with the new ones. These ones could just be the slightly fancier ones with the cool horse helmets. Of course, if you want to, you can just have a whole army of the new ones. That's also fine.
Fantastic.
They're so gorgeous.
That's our time in Middle
They're
Earth.
so
We're
gorgeous.
gonna be there for a little while, but it's time to go onwards as we continue on our preview. We're going to go now from
Okay.
Middle-earth.
That's a fairly hefty MESBG roundup.
Our enemy.
Where are we going? Age of Sigmar.
This out.
dissuade them of that notion.
Cities of Sigmar, here we go!
We shall not cower behind our walls. We are the wall. We will march out, reclaim the lost realms. Our enemies will break upon our shields.
Oh, for
Courage
goodness
and
sake!
steel, we will drive them back to whatever foul pit once spawned them. Our enemies think
We're gonna watch it again, is that good?
This is a fantastic addition to the Cities of Sigmar range. Loads of
Oh
things to
my
talk about.
God.
We saw them briefly on the screen. Let's delve into them in some more detail. First up,
I best get my Fusiliers done.
Grenadiers, Eddie.
Yeah, so Free Guild Grenadiers are effectively your
Wow.
all-purpose elite infantry for the Free Guild. They come with great combat stats.
I hope Joe's watching this.
There's a flamethrower in the unit. There's a blunderbuss in the unit. They are just a really useful.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Some really interesting things about how they're chosen from amongst the Free Guild.
Yeah, absolutely. Essentially, the Free Guilds.
You can't MESBG me and then Cities of Sigmar me straight afterwards. That's not fair, Games Workshop. Your preview game and your technology game are terrible. But this,
Breaching an enemy
the pacing's all wrong. It's all off.
foe out of a city.
You know?
Ones you send in, and they've got like the build and the tools.
That is a retro ass flamethrower, that's for sure.
Cleanse
I like that.
infestation from a mausoleum or something. These are the people you send in. Every single one of these models is really fun and dynamic as well. You can see them being like the kind of logical extension of the
These 100% look like a Warcry,
brutal, equipped for what the situation demands of them.
a Warcry warband that's for a game that doesn't exist.
Only new unit that we saw in that preview, and they're not the only elite unit for that matter. We also saw for the first time the Free Guild Gallants, which I think we can go to now. So these
Oh.
are like foot knights for the Cities of Sigmar, right?
Yeah, so we've already seen a unit of knights.
Stop it!
These are the infantry equivalent. They are the best
Wow.
defensive unit effectively in the Cities of Sigmar. They can take a charge incredibly well. Each one of them is effectively an iconic hero for the Cities of Sigmar. They not only
Wow.
fight very well, but they inspire the troops around them to fight better. The minute
I just did the same thing as that site. Ah.
typical helmet designs and shield designs
I'm going to be so broke.
and weapons and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, if you get a kick
Yeah.
out of, like unusual armor,
Yeah.
you've got
Cities of Sigmar, man. I mean, look, I really wanted to see Cities of Sigmar do something with the Dwarden or the elves. But this is nice. This is very, very nice. It's a lot more humans, but this is very, very nice. But I wanted them to do something with the Dwarden or the elves. But these are the Steel Rook has found a home. I know, right? I still haven't got my Steel Rook. Still haven't to this day.
So this guy is
Heir of the Kraken.
he's the survivor of Embergard, is it? Anvilgard, there we go. And he's kind of like a ranger archetype, right?
Yeah, so he is a survivor of a city that's been taken over by the forces of Marathi Kane. So he has
Right, okay.
recently against the Daughters of Kane. But right now he is engaged
Nice,
in
nice,
driving
nice.
back the Skaven infestations of the mortal realms in the realm of fire.
I was trying to remember Anvilgard for a minute there. I was like, Anvilgard. Oh yes,
A
Marathi.
solid, dependable, mid-range skirmish hero for the Cities of Sigmar.
Fantastic.
I love. He is a Dark Souls character right there.
Next up is the Malice Forge Priest, a classic archetype from the world that was.
I love that model.
He's
No.
here he is, he's priest with an enormous hammer.
Yeah, so I mean, the warrior priest archetype is such a
That's very, very pretty.
It's great to see that kind
That's very pretty.
Warhammer Age of Sigmar now. There's a couple of options in there as well. You've got a choice of heads. You can either go with the classic bald warrior priest,
My hairstyle.
or you can have the kind of
I like it.
slightly
Come on.
and of course,
Look at that face. I know. I love it.
this game's called Warhammer. Warhammer's got to be
It
pretty
makes
good, right?
perfect sense.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. There was also a trio of wizards that we saw like teased in that.
Oh.
Pyrocaster. This is your classic fire wizard. Has some
Is this a box of wizards?
Essentially, once she targets
Like the battle mages that you used to be able to buy, I presume, because these are going to replace it.
essentially means that it's starting incandescent. Yeah, it's starting to smolder.
I don't think you can you still buy that box?
Of the same
And they just keep coming. I know.
Adds D3 mortal wounds each time.
Yeah, the miniature is just
I have my Cities of Sigmar collection is really funny because it is just one of everything, right? Apart from Fusiliers, I haven't finished them. I actually I know I haven't done a video on them, but I did do 5 out of the, is it 12 models that's in that box? 11 models? And then I was going to paint the other 5, and then other stuff obviously came up. These are all Dark Souls characters. These are all Elden Ring NPCs that show up when you don't want them to. 100, especially in a randomizer. These are all Elden Ring models. 100%.
They have a weird candle. They have a bell on their head and 2 weird mechanical skeletons that hit the bell at regular intervals. And there's even a version where you can lift up the visor, and that's what it looks like if you get hit in the head by 2 mechanical skeletons all day long.
That's insane.
Grim darkness writ large, isn't it? With the strangest, most odd helmets.
Oh god, I love that model.
The hourglass in the side.
I love that model.
Amazing.
Let's keep that helmet
Wheels not
closed.
Absolutely. Next up, we have Erasmus Zon, the enlightened one.
So
Nice.
Zon is an inhabitant of Settler's Gain, which is a twin Lumineth and Cities of Sigmar city. He is one
Oh.
of the first graduates of a program set up by the Lumineth to try and teach mortal followers the way
Oh, so if he's from Settlers Gain and he's got the Luminef's approval, Erasmus Zon is a bad guy.
maybe not super keen on quite how well he's taken to light magic, but he is a very powerful spellcaster. The wizard is obviously does all of those things, but the thing you
He will not be a nice dude.
Yeah, so that is a heliomorph. If you've ever seen one of them before, then you're a better person than I am. It's called Glyphwing.
It's a
Uncanny combination of
it's a beautiful model.
a gryph
Those wings are
and a
gorgeous.
snake for a tail.
That'll be a nice challenge with Contrast Plus.
if you when you're choosing your mount, you tick every
Lots of blending.
it's a really fun character, and it fills out another one of those.
The rest of it's Seraphim Sepia, but the wings are interesting.
You've got 4 of them now.
It's like it's almost like Celestian blue, maybe.
We also saw in this the Gate Gargants, which are
Yes.
fantastic new kit for the Cities of Sigmar. There's a way that the Cities of Sigmar fight, right? They advance like a moving castle as the Dawnbringer Crusades go out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So the walls of your castle are made up by
That's stunning.
These guys are the Barbican, the gate. So they take the charge of the enemy. Enemies smash against those enormous doors. Once the enemy's broken upon them, they
Oh.
open the gates and open up, and your gallants and your steel helms charge out into the middle of the enemy.
Those are gorgeous.
This is just a really weird, fun, bonkers unit for the.
Is that dual kit? Do you reckon that's a kit with one of those, or do you reckon it's a kit with 2 of those?
They also have that enormous cannon, which can make a mess of enemy units at range. So really characterful.
What do you reckon? How to get that black metal? It's we've done it before. It's just Black Legion with Administratum Grey.
Known as Dawners Triumph. This is kind of like a floating
Freehand text,
for the
or is that
Sigmar as they travel across
I think it's 2, 1 kit left and right.
their crusade, and it's kind of
It's pretty significant.
all of the fighters that have given their lives as part of this campaign.
I don't know. It looks sculpted. Is it?
From one of the major cities, every member of the Dawnbringer Crusades will be given a coin malleus. Those are the coins that you see sprinkled.
Yeah, the coin malleus. Oh, that's a nice little touch to put that in.
The coins of the warriors who've given their lives for the crusade. When they finally reach their destination and start a city, you can imagine that this memorial will form an iconic part.
That's a nice. That's a really nice little touch.
Memorial they take with them. In game terms, it offers you buffs to units around it, so they fight.
What we haven't seen are endless endless spells.
For the Cities of Sigmar, a new
Maybe next.
town on the way.
Oh no.
This is Venden's town.
Oh, that's cool.
Venden's
Galen and Doralia and some Wildercore hunters. That is a nice setup.
of the Cities of Sigmar, so maybe they're hunting down the Soulblight Gravelords or demons or other things.
Yeah, so you can add this effectively.
That's a nice little set of miniatures. I like that. I'm still recovering from the MESBG really missed half of the COS stuff, Cities of Sigmar stuff.
Have the tools to take it down. Track their enemy, bring them to him, and then put a stake through their heart.
Yeah, and they're accompanied into battle by the units of the Wildercore hunters. So the perfect accompaniment to
Nice. Nice. That's a neat box. I like it.
maybe sort of keeping in place with the missile fire.
That is a lot of stuff for the Cities of
We are
Sigmar.
not done yet.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Some more?
Do you want some more?
Next video.
Aye, we persist in an age of monsters.
More Cities of Sigmar.
And there are foes that faith and valor alone cannot best. For such enemies, Sigmar
Well.
again provides. Take heart!
That looks like a Cogfort.
Warriors of the God King! You fight
Bloody
in the
hellfire.
shadow of behemoths. The Cogforts of the Iron World march with us. With cannon and
hell.
flame, we will drive back the enemies of Sigmar. With such engines of war at our side,
Whoa.
how can mere monsters stand against
Ah, see, now that's a good looking army right there. Oh, that is a good looking army right there.
Here
Cannonade,
we have-
Cogfort.
The crowd has gone wild in the room. Here we have a fantastic new model for the Cities of Sigmar armies. These are the Cogforts, and right now on your screen you have.
There
the
comes a
Cannonade
point,
Cogfort.
right?
I love this model so much. It is such a cool.
There comes a point where Games Workshop has to remake their kit, their cases.
Since it was hinted at.
Because how you transport that in a Games Workshop case?
Here in glorious plastic, and it is well worth waiting for.
It's impossible.
We've seen this hinted at in some of the artwork and stories, and even in the background of one of the scenes in an animation.
My God.
This is the Cannonade Cogfort, the first one we'll talk about. Essentially, it is a walking fortress equipped with two massive cannons. It's got point defense guns. It's powered by a Duardin forged boiler you can see on the left. This is everything you want to carry the Crusade of Sigmar into the mortal realms.
Yeah, this is the shooty version of the Cogfort, right? So the gun on the
It's
back
just
is called
ridiculous.
the Godbreaker cannon. It is very, very good at killing almost anything. One of the cool things about it is that when
It's very good at killing almost anything. I should hope so.
fire, so if you're shooting at something that's got a ward save, something that's very tough, or something that is lots of things in a unit, you've got different abilities based on what you shoot at. It is a monstrously powerful thing. It is probably
It gets its own
the most
case.
dangerous
Yeah.
ranged war machine in the game.
Absolutely. And it's not the
You put a
only
strap on it and wear it as a hat.
Cogfort that
Makes
this kit
sense.
makes. We also have
Makes
the option
sense.
For the Conqueror Cogfort, this is a different proposition entirely. It is equipped with a Realm Scorcher cannon. It is an
Oh,
enormous
for
flamethrower.
goodness sake.
Yeah, it does a ridiculous amount of damage. It kicks out 66 shots when it fires, which is
66 shots!
The other thing that's got in its belly, instead of a cannon, you effectively have a drawbridge and sally port. You can transport a unit inside the Cogfort and then charge
Alright.
out of the front of it into combat.
It's a metal
So
box.
once you've broken the back of the enemy forces with your shooting, you can then
I don't really care for
charge
cities,
kill
but I
the
want
enemy
one.
with your gallants.
I mean, who doesn't, right? It's a wonky walking castle.
Absolutely. Let's look at some of the details of these kits.
At the very minimum, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing.
The first one would be in the top right-hand corner of the screen. You can see now what the
66 shots, or as my rattling guns say, small potatoes.
So there's so much detail in this kit. Before I was talking about the different types of ammunition you can fire. You can see the different types of ammunition stacked up behind the gunners. So it's almost like a mini diorama inside.
So you don't have to put the roof on,
You can also see the
and you can have crew in the top.
bridge down. If you
Nice.
You can roll it out of the kit. So you can imagine the troops charging down the front there into the enemy line.
Oh my God, for goodness sake, cities.
on the very left of the screen, and this is the
Why would you do this? Why are you like this?
powers the entire Cogfort. And there's an interesting clue to a piece of story about it. You can see sandbags hanging on the side. This is the most valuable and important part. These are forged by the Ironworld Arsenal.
That's true.
And if everything's going wrong, they'll launch a hot air balloon device out of the top, power it by the furnace.
Look at Orc vehicle. I mean,
Cogfort and fly it
Orc
away.
players, I'm sure, will do something incredible with this.
The engine basically of the Cogfort is the valuable part. That's what the enemy's trying to get to. There's some other cool stuff that we can tell you about Cogforts as well.
I think I need one for the Grot Revolution.
The first
That's
thing
true.
is, you might like to include a Cogfort in your Cities of Sigmar army. But what
Is it going to be like the Stomper with no part numbers? I'm sure this one will have part numbers.
That is entirely made up of Cogforts. It is
There's an army of renown entirely made up of Cogforts.
March, and effectively it does a few
Right.
things. First of all, it gives you a bunch of extra rules if you really just like Cogforts and you want to just have lots of them. The other
There you
thing
go.
that it does
You can just play the game with just Cogforts.
more types of Cogfort you can build in your force. So the basic kit is either 2 cannons or a flamethrower and the sally port. In the Iron March, you can swap the tops over Dragon Flamer, or you can have the cannon and the sally port. The only other unit you can include in this army is the Free Guild Gallants, which basically give you a way to have something inside the Conqueror Cogfort to charge out the front.
And a Malice Forge Priest to make sure they're working on
Got Titans in AOS now. Yeah, they're pretty big.
You really like
Pretty big.
and you don't have a Cities of Sigmar army, Eddie?
That's also a great question, Adam. Well, there is a Regiment of Renown in the Cities of Sigmar Battle Tome, which allows you to take a Cogfort in any Age of Sigmar army. There are
Okay.
Cogforts in the
So there's a Regiment of Renown that allows you to take a Cogfort in any Age of Sigmar army. So regardless of what Age of Sigmar collection you can have, you can buy a Cogfort.
the highest bidder. There are some Cogforts whose occupants have given in to the sway of chaos. There may be some Cogforts
It's pretty good.
who the occupants have died and
It's pretty good.
by dark forces of the realm of death, or been paid to work in mercenary armies for destruction. So if you just want to include a cult,
But you know, it's all pointless, guys, because they're canning Age of Sigmar next year, apparently.
imagine people doing weird undeath or destruction or chaos Cogforts.
Absolutely.
Apparently.
This really is an
Game's really struggling, so they're canning it. You know.
your Cities of Sigmar army.
Yeah. Seems likely, right?
You need to know all the lore and everything behind it. Cities of Sigmar, which is
Skaven Cogfort. You can indeed have a Skaven Cogfort. What FEC needed was a Cogfort, I have decided. That's true. That's true.
On its way from Age of Sigmar.
there is a new Spearhead box. This is City
Ooh.
of Ash, and it includes 2 forces. I
Ooh.
feel like the room has picked up on one. I'll very briefly explain. The first place you'll be able to get your hands on the Grenadiers, the Gallants, the Malice Forge.
That looks like some gutter runners.
Mr. Creel is inside this box. Let's talk about the other things we can see on the screen.
Yeah, up against him is a
Night Runners, sorry. That's the one.
expansion for
Aww.
Forces of Clans Eshin. The last time we had a sizable release for Clans Eshin was wartime, basically.
Half my life ago.
Yeah, a really long time ago.
Nice.
Well overdue for some updates, and the updates are phenomenally cool. So
Nice.
let's go through what you've got. You get some Night Runners.
They're
in
like
this
the
box.
lowest rung in the Clans Eshin.
They are the bottom rung of your Clans Eshin, but still very useful little sneaky scouts
Lovely.
to run around, throw in shuriken and stabbing enemies in the back. The next unit you have up are the Gutter Runners. They are also in this.
Oh, I did.
box.
I
Gutter
didn't
Runners
completely make
are,
that up.
The kind of mid-tier
Gutter Runners as well.
the Clans Eshin. They are. They've gone through
The wild thing is that this has been an incredible set of reveals. Oh yeah, every single one of these models is amazing.
poison weapons, some with the
it's just the wrapping, shall we say, the delivery mechanism has been somewhat lacking.
Somebody needs to lead this Spearhead.
They're great.
This is a model you'll be familiar with if you've followed
Yeah, I've seen him before. Yeah, got a video on him. Contrast Plus, how to paint. Skaven Deathmaster.
seen him before. Would you like to see another Deathmaster?
I would like to see another Deathmaster actually.
Deathmaster
There's one.
Crixit.
Deathmaster Crixit.
Deathmaster Crixit is probably the most notorious of all the Deathmasters currently
That's sick.
Working in Skaven Blight. He is so confident in his abilities as an assassin that he's made his identity public, which is almost unheard of for a Deathmaster. He has slain many rivals and many
I like this.
heroes. In game terms, he is an absolute blender of a character. Like more than I think 13.
AOS taking the model crown except for Riders of Rohan. I mean, look. Yeah, maybe. Possibly. Unless they now secretly announce more MESBG. Oh, by the way, we're doing a plastic gambling. Because why not? Sigmar really does just have the best minis. Yeah, but they want to go back to square-based. You know? That's what they want to do. They want to just bin off all of these miniatures. That's what they want to do, apparently.
Which is some fantastic terrain for you to play your games.
Yeah, so this box set, City of Ash, is actually set in Embergard. Embergard was the location of the Warhammer Plus animation that we had last year.
I like it.
Effectively the sequel to this box set. Embergard was
So this is effectively like the This effectively is like Skaven Tide 2 in many ways.
You also get a bunch of very cool scaffolds.
That's really nice.
So it gives you a very cool new way to play Spearhead.
Oh, it looks great.
The terrain was so if you just like the idea of
Delicious.
a battlefield that looks like
Again, guys, we had a question earlier about whether or not Spearhead was a good way to get into Age of Sigmar. Oh boy, it is.
It's included within Spearhead City of Ash. So you've got all of the models, the terrain,
The board's lovely. Look at that. Look at that viscera on the ground. It's gorgeous.
way in if you haven't played Warhammer Age of Sigmar Spearhead before. And already have and you just want 2 great new spearheads, it's the perfect lunchtime game.
Because you get a ton of models in that box.
Never played Age of Sigmar before. This actually gives you everything you need to start.
That is a lot of models. That's very cool.
Really cool anticipated armies as well. Like Eshin, players have been looking forward to this for a really long time. New Cities of Sigmar stuff. This is a great way to pick up a few of those new units as well. So
Warhipster. Yes, Niles?
split it with a friend. This is a great box.
Absolutely. So, that was a whistle-stop tour through the mortal realms as we got excited about what
We need Bard's family in plastic.
we are still not done.
That's fair. Yeah. Completely redone as well.
We are going to return back to the grim darkness of the 41st millennium.
I did what? Did it drop?
We have a really exciting video to show you now. Let's go back.
Here comes 11th. Surely.
Armageddon, the war world.
There's the Blood
Its
Angels.
soil is worthless, salted by the blood and sweat of generations. War is all that remains. It rises from the dust and echoes in the sky, a promise, a cacophony of endings.
That's an old land speeder right there. Orcs versus Blood Angels then.
Sanguinius' sons, angels of death.
Jump pack Chaplain.
We belong here. Our veins burn with his wrath. Our twin hearts hammer with his rage. War is all that we know.
Ultramarine gets melted. And you weird boy.
This world must hold. There can be no retreat. There can be no
There's the new
mercy.
war boss.
There can be no peace. There is only war.
Okay. Sorry, I got excited and stopped typing.
This is the new cinematic trailer for a new edition of Warhammer
There you go.
40,000.
11th edition.
Did you like what you saw? Let's talk about it for just a minute, because I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, we saw some very, very cool stuff in there. Obviously, there's some Blood Angels in there. There's some Orcs. We're going back to Armageddon. Very cool.
Going back to Armageddon.
There was some units we've maybe not seen before. That new big Orc Walker. I don't think we'd ever seen one of those.
Yeah, absolutely. And a classic returning unit, slightly redesigned in a land speeder, that like very familiar for those classic land speeder fans.
That looked a little bit like Vanguard veterans to me as well.
Absolutely so.
Little bit, maybe.
Yeah. So there's a lot to like in that trailer. My favourite moment was, I think for many people might agree, when the chaplain really gets in amongst it.
I think my favourite moment is when the Orc Psyker just
Talk. Yeah.
And he takes a Croesus to the face.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Love it. So, an incredible way to announce a new edition of Warhammer 40,000. We're really excited to talk to you about that for a few minutes now. So let's start by diving into the game.
Okay. It's new 40k. Try and look surprised.
It's new Warhammer 40,000. Let's talk about the game. Eddie, what can you tell us?
Yeah, so a new edition of Warhammer 40,000 obviously means a new core engine to drive this edition.
Those look like new boys as well.
Changes to all sorts of aspects of the game. We're going to talk about some of those in a little bit. We're going to give you an idea about some of the things that might be changing and what it means for you in your game. But it means
Let's see.
so much more than just the rules. It also means new cool stuff about the lore and the universe. You got a little bit of a hint of it there. We are going back to Armageddon, which is
Focus on a new region of the galaxy.
and
Armageddon. Brand new.
It's just such an iconic setting for Warhammer 40,000, and we've set it up in
Brand new part of the universe. Never been there before.
telling stories here and in other exciting
You got a bit of a sense of what might be happening in that cinematic as well. We are setting up in the Return of Yarick what happens before the events of this new edition. Effectively, you have the Imperial forces, the human forces of Armageddon are bracing for this enormous...
No Dark Angel stuff this edition at all. There will be. There will be. And all of these models, they're not Blood Angels, right? They will be painted as Blood Angels for the box, but they will be usable. They're Vanguard veterans and a jump pack chaplain. Anyone can use that.
Blood Angels are obviously there, but you also have lots of other ones. The Ultramarines. Ultramarines are there as well as things like Black Templars, the Salamanders, the White Scars are there, all the classics.
So it's a classic Space Marine Crusade force returning.
It's a good old-fashioned Space Marine Crusade.
Once again to the war world. And if you know anything about orcs, you know that the chance of a fight being bigger just brings more of them in. This is Gazgol's third run at it now. So the war that's going to hit this world is like nothing we've ever seen before.
Gazgol's third run at it.
So,
Didn't it get...
talking about the setting, we should
No,
show you
Angron
what
didn't
the
return, did he?
box looks like.
There you go. So they are going to be painted as Blood Angels in the box.
This is Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon. It is a new launch box for a new
Well, I
edition.
guess we have to paint them as Blood Angels then, don't we?
Something quite nostalgic is happening. Anybody old enough in the room might be getting the same feeling in their heart as me. This really reminds me of my youth. Here you can see we're going to do an interesting thing with
A
the
yellow bolt gun.
It's a lot like the second edition of 40k to look at, but realize
There you go.
fantastic like new artwork.
Yeah, there's some lovely little touches there that kind of nod to this original piece of artwork. Things like the heavy support Space Marine in the bottom right-hand corner, the placement of the grot, the pose of the Space Marine character,
Yeah, fair.
some of the things that are happening in the background. That piece of artwork, obviously, from one of the earlier wars for Armageddon.
Redesigned. We're redesigning the artwork now.
Orcs are taking center stage. A couple of things to say about this box as well. We're going to tell you a little bit more about some of the things that might be in this box today. We're not going to tell you everything. Some of that will be coming later. But this is an enormously cool box with loads of new Space Marines, loads of
The orc even has his goofy hat. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. So let's. We imagine lots of you in this room want to know a bit more about the rules and what you can expect to change in the way.
No, show me the models.
This weekend. So let's talk a little bit about those rules, and let's start with our first point, which is we want to talk about that unified experience.
Yeah, so right now in Warhammer 40,000 you have
Okay.
the idea of narrative play and the idea of match play. And what that's kind of meant is that we kind of have two pools of people
And never the twain shall meet.
who play Warhammer 40,000, and what we think actually...
Yes, because you've made the game too competitive.
40,000 should feel like a rich and immersive narrative, whether you're playing at home or you're playing at the top tables of a tournament. And every game should feel balanced and exciting, and you're never sure who's going to win. So we are sort of breaking down some of the barriers between narrative play and match play. So
Okay.
generally, all of your games should feel balanced, and narrative is...
We're going to remove even more narrative features to force you to play competitive Warhammer.
Questions about the current rules that they've got available to them, so we can maybe reassure you. At launch, your codex still works.
Yep, it's not an index.
So this is a really important point. In some editions of Warhammer 40,000 in the past, we have seen what's sometimes referred to as like a re-indexing of the edition.
Absolutely.
That isn't
Yep.
happening this time round. If you have a codex at home today on your shelf, that will continue to work until that codex is eventually replaced over the normal course of releases. That also applies to the campaign books that are being released. So if you picked up the 500 Worlds,
Which makes sense.
or you're looking at the Return of Yarick, all the rules in those will still work in the new edition.
Fantastic.
Yep. Makes sense.
If you want new ways to use the models you've got in your collection, or an excuse to get new models, there's going to be loads of new detachments coming. 70 new detachments.
Yeah, so this is really big.
Great.
Right on the first day of the new edition, there will be over 70 new detachments.
70 new detachments on the first day of the new edition. Bloody hellfire.
Really shake up the way that you play, and give you loads of new options in terms of being able to put units on the table in fun and exciting ways. A lot of them focus on units that maybe haven't had a chance to shine in the current edition, and let you play.
That's a lot of rules to drop straight away.
Yeah, it's really exciting and a really novel and interesting thing for players to see.
What does that take the total to?
Is existent already, but there's going to be a new thing.
It's like Grotmus on steroids.
Yeah, and the detachments actually work in a slightly different way to the current detachments as well. You can continue to use your one of the advantages of the detachments, the new ones that are coming, and
Right, new modular detachment system.
the
So we're going...
is now modular. So, for example, if you have an army that contains Terminators and bikes,
Like me.
like you, and you wanted, oh, I want some special rules for my bikes, but I also like some special rules for my Terminators, you can now take two smaller detachments and combine them together to create an army that works exactly as you would imagine
Right.
your army should work.
Yeah, so it's kind of like...
This is going to really shake things up, right?
it's kind of like how it used to be.
Applause in the room.
But rather than generating command points, you're generating rules for taking specific detachments together. Make sense? Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that. That's not bad. I mean, it's going to overcomplicate things a little bit, but I like it.
Going to enable you to do that in a way which could be quite competitively rewarding, you know, and do some really interesting things to the game.
Definitely you can pull it in a very competitive
Nice.
way and kind of build a great combo.
Or just completely forge the narrative, right?
Back to Force Walk charts.
Really to let you have your army work the way you imagine it would. Some of the shots we saw
Yeah.
then,
It does mean, though, that you can...
some of the detachments that might be coming, and some of them are fairly like specific to certain units. So, for example, there is one that lets the Emperor's Champion really shine if you've got a Black Templar's army. There is one of them.
So, yeah, so what you could do is you can cover the weaknesses of the other detachments by putting other detachments on things for things. So, if you've got a close combat army but you've got some shooting, you can take the close combat army in the detachment and then put a shooting detachment in to put your shooting detachment together, thus ramping the power level a little bit more.
We've got some things to talk about with regards to objectives.
Yeah, so this
This
one.
is interesting.
This one is pretty big. So right now when you play Warhammer 40,000, scattered across your tabletop, your beautifully painted tabletop, your beautifully painted armies and your beautiful terrain are scattered some weird circles that your guys have to go and stand on. There are no more objective marker circles in games of Warhammer 40,000. Instead,
Okay, good.
your troops will be battling over pieces of terrain. Taking
Yes!
circles onto pieces of terrain will be how you take them, and it immediately changes the way that you look at taking objectives. Rather than just moving to take a circle, you are trying to take a key bunker, capture a relic, take a key position on the
That immediately puts a narrative focus on. So rather than...
Imagine your soldiers doing when you're
If you guys can't hear it, no more circles, but what you are is capturing pieces of terrain, key bunkers, this and the other, which therefore means there should be a really succinct amount of terrain rules.
and so the marker that you saw there, imagine that packed with fantastic Warhammer 40,000 terrain.
That's really good.
That's the thing that your soldiers are going to fight and die for.
One of the other things that's going to change in terms of missions is going to be that the detachments that you choose will dictate the types of mission that you play. When an army goes into battle, it doesn't just go out with the intent of playing pitched battle against an enemy army. It will usually have a mission. It will be assigned, you have been sent out to disrupt the enemy's plans, or to
Makes sense.
ground, or
Just to kill
or
as
just
many
to
things
take
as you
as
can.
many heads as you can. So there is a new system called Forced Disposition, which your detachments will unlock. And when you come to play a game, you and your opponent compare your forced dispositions, and that will generate the mission that you play. So if your
Right.
mission is to take ground, and your opponent's mission is to take heads, you will be given a mission to play that means that both of you are trying to enact the narrative that your army brings to the table.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Next up, we should
Okay.
talk about some of the specific rule changes. The first up is that there's no more stratagem stacking.
Yes.
No more
Seems like a
stratagem
popular
stacking.
one in the room. So, right
'Kay.
now, when you play a game of Warhammer 40,000, one of the go-to tactics is you save up all your command points and then you put them all into your best unit, and that unit becomes way better at fighting than it has any right to be, or far more durable. You have things like stacking Armor of Contempt alongside minuses to wound and decreased damage and all those sorts of things. In the new edition, you will need to choose which stratagem you would like to use on each unit per phase, and you can't have more than one. And it does all sorts of interesting stuff to the game. For example, if you have re-rolled your charge with a stratagem, you now can't use any other stratagems that turn, so you can't tank shock. If you have decided to use a stratagem to give you re-rolls to hit in combat, you don't get the chance to have another re-roll to wound on a tactical re-roll, for example.
Okay, cool.
It's going to really shake things up in an exciting way. We should also talk about a change which is going to affect, in particular, the early phase of the game, which is the ability for units to stay hidden.
Yeah, so this is a really big
Okay.
one, especially in terms of how you're going to deploy your armies. You cannot target an enemy unit that has not shot unless you are within 15 inches of it. If it is in a piece of terrain.
So imagine when you deploy your
Interesting.
army, you put your Devastator squad or your Astra Militarum heavy
Cannot
teams
target an enemy
in a
unit
trench
that
work
hasn't shot
or
unless you're within
like a
15 inches of it.
fortification or in some ruined buildings. That's seen in the movie.
If it's
when
in a
you
piece
look
of
at
terrain.
lying
That's
in ambush and staying out of sight. That's
pretty-
what you get on the
that's
tabletop.
pretty cool.
You don't have to park weirdly behind terrain now. You can be in it and still get that same benefit.
Yeah, so
I like it.
You get that benefit up until the point that your unit effectively joins.
Is this
battle.
11th being
So you
announced?
can
Indeed
park
it
that
is.
Unit high up in the terrain feature where previously they'd have to hide, and they are safe unless the enemy gets very close or until you've taken your shot.
Absolutely. Next up, there's some changes to how combat works. So it's been cleaned up. Eddie, can you tell us more?
So there's some big changes across the combat phase. Some subtle ones, some big ones. We'll go through some of them, but there's lots more, and you get a chance to kind of look at those when you find
Interesting.
it in your hand. Fast dice rolling is now the standard. Most players kind of do it already, but the rules are now written to assume that you're rolling all your dice for a single kind of set of attacks together, rather than kind of doing them one at a time. So that makes combat much faster.
Interesting.
Combat activation has changed. The biggest change there is that in your turn, your strikes first units now go before your opponent. And in game terms, that means...
Ooh, there's some cheers for that
in
one.
game terms, that means if you've charged into an enemy army and they've got strikes first, at least one of your units will get to go before they go. That's quite a big change for some armies.
Yeah, that makes
Pile in
sense.
and consolidate now happen together. So you do all of your pile-ins for everything in your army, and then you do all of the combats, and then you do all of the consolidates. And what that means is that the pile-in move becomes much more about getting lots of your units into close combat and less about trying to kind of grab extra inches towards getting objectives.
Yeah, absolutely. And the final one is near to my heart because I like those risky charge rolls, right? But when they don't pay off, you guys stand around doing nothing. So it's different.
You no longer
It is
get to declare
different.
target.
So the way that charges work now is that you pick your targets after
Yeah.
you have rolled your dice.
They borrowed that from Age of Sigmar.
So that does some pretty major things. So the first and most obvious thing is that if you move forward and you don't manage to get that charge against the unit you were aiming for, and there's a closer unit, you can now charge them instead. So you generally end up with less units standing
Good
around
change.
and kind of having failed the charge and not doing anything. It also means that occasionally you might get a unit into that big, long 12-inch charge that you wouldn't previously have tried, but you can now get in. So basically, this is a rule that just encourages you to get stuck.
That's good.
into
That's a
close
good change.
combat. We don't like it when units move forward and then end up standing around not being able to kill stuff.
More charges more often.
More charges more often.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
So next one, and I
Love
mentioned previously that I have a Astra Militarum Steel Legion army. They drive around in chimeras. This one's quite exciting for me. Tell us about Combat Disembark.
There is now a rule where if your transport is in combat with an enemy unit, you can just get out straight into combat.
Okay.
Small caveat, it's not always the best idea because your unit will be battle shocked and might take casualties. But it makes it very difficult to completely lock down a force that's trying to drive forward with combat units to get stuck in.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Next up, we should talk about the leaders and the impact they have in your games. Essentially, your leaders are always going to lead. Can you unpack that for us?
Yeah, so when you choose a model that can lead a unit, you now assign it when you build your army list. So if you have a chaplain and he's going to lead one of your
that's
Space
good.
Marines, you now write that in your army list rather than choosing before the game. But the thing that happens in-game is that if the unit is killed, the character keeps all the benefits of leading the unit that he would normally have. So your chaplain doesn't become inexplicably worse at combat because the guys next to him have died. And the same is true for all the different characters. So that immediately means that all of those heroes that have lost their unit can carry on being maximum heroic right up until the moment they die.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
And I guess
Makes
the
sense.
last thing we should talk about, which connects to all of this, is there's going to be a huge refresh to the Warhammer 40,000 app.
Yeah, so
Does the app team know?
The 40,000 app has already proven to be really useful. We know loads of you use it all the time.
'Cause they might not.
We're going to put loads of resource and effort into it to make it an even more valuable and essential thing. There's loads of things coming for it. One of the things we can announce today is that we're going to increase language support. So right now the app is only in English. Going forwards, it will have support for English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and
That's
Korean.
good.
Well done remembering them all.
That's good, right? And that will start with core rules, mission rules, and combat patrol. So that's not all that's coming for the app. There's loads of other things, but this is going to be a really useful tool for all of you going forwards, regardless of what language you play Warhammer in.
Yeah, I had a chance to
That's a good thing.
told some of the cool things that are coming, and I can't reveal it yet, but it's going to be super rad. I'm very excited as a person who relies on the app for when I'm playing the game.
Such a throwaway
We'll have
sentence.
loads more about all the details of what those rules mean exactly on the Warhammer community website over the coming days and weeks.
So, we told you we'd show you maybe something from the new launch box. Would you like to see some new models?
Yes. Yes, we would.
Let's start with this.
The same video we just watched. That looks like a new intercessor. That is an intercessor. Oh, for God's sake. That's an intercessor with a Mark 7 head.
So this is the first of the new Space Marine models. We're going to show you him today. He's a Space Marine intercessor, and you see the coming together of old and new in terms of armor types.
Oh,
Yeah, so attrition has taken its toll on the Primaris Marines, and their shiny Tacticus armor that they went out
Intercessor with a Mark
has now
7
had to be
helmet and a
supplemented
bolt
with
gun.
lots of classic armor pieces. For us, though, that means that we get to use lots of very cool classic pieces like the Mark 7 helmet you can see on the Space Marine.
Right?
It's a good look. It's a good look. And that is the sort of thing you can look forward to going forwards. Lots of the Space Marines in this box will have elements of classic armor that you might recognize from earlier editions and earlier sets, mixed in amongst the
Cool.
demarcated
Fine.
suits.
Yeah, absolutely. I like there's some lovely little details here. He's got the sort of the
It's-
Puritan style ribbon
It's
wrapped
just-
around his bolt
all right.
rifle, all inscribed. The Primaris, when we first saw them, the Primaris Space Marines look quite clean cut, right? And they're increasingly blending in with.
They're getting a bit more gothic every time we see
absolutely.
them.
I really like it.
One of the other things to note as well about this model and all of the models in the box set is that while he looks very cool, painted as a Blood Angel, there is nothing sculpted onto that model to say it needs to be a Blood Angel. So if you
There you
have
go.
an Ultramarine,
It's not a Blood Angel. It's painted as a Blood Angel, but it's not a Blood Angel. As predicted.
Taste, I guess. You can paint him as any Space Marine chapter you like.
Fantastic. Would you like to see something from the other side?
Here we go.
Let's see an orc then.
Let's see an orc. If they show the war boss, I will laugh. That would be really funny. There's the war boss we already showed you. That's a new orc. Maybe it's a knob. Maybe. June. June is when it's happening.
Fantastic. So this is an orc boy from the upcoming Armageddon launch box. And something's a bit different about him, right?
Yeah, so I think some of you already clocked it in the video, and obviously you can see it there on screen. In previous editions, in previous versions of the Orc box set, you had to choose whether you wanted to give your orcs a shooter or a chopper. You can now have both. No orc should leave home without a chopper,
Yeah.
and no orc would dream of going to the battlefield without carrying the biggest gun that he can carry. So going forwards, Orc boys...
So now we have
assume
two
to
different
whatever
modern
weapon the
monopose
situation
orc boys.
demands.
Yeah, I guess so.
A boy that can do both, right?
Though
Certainly.
presumably these are going to be
We've
multi-parts
got
that will
one
come
more
out.
sneaky, like, tease of
afterwards.
things that are coming in this box right now, and that is that
One
we
would
can
make sense.
confirm for certainty, there is at least one squig in the box.
One squig, at least one squig in the box. There we go. It's crisis averted.
That went down quite well. You will need to wait a little bit longer to see the rest. Stay your disappointment. It'll be worth the wait, we promise. That brings us to the end of all of our reveals. Did you like what you saw?
There we go. That's the end.
I guess what we need to do now is like bring this thing home and wrap up this preview. First of all, thank you so much for bearing with us through the technical difficulties.
You're welcome.
You have been amazing as an audience. We've loved being here in front of you, and your attitude and your energy has carried this through for us. So thank you all for being here.
Squigfort.
We've had so much to show you. It's been really exciting. We've delved into Warhammer 40,000 and Kill Team, Horus Heresy, the Warhammer Plus TV show, all of that great stuff from the licensees, the new Mephiston. Make sure you check them out downstairs if you're here at Adepticon. Our friends at Joy Tour with the Space Marine helmet, Underworlds, Warhammer Age of Sigmar with the incredible Cogfort, and the biggest news in years and years with a new edition of Warhammer 40,000. Eddie, what was your
Better
favourite
get
thing
cracking
in
on
the
those
show?
riders now that you finally let them
Obviously, I'm
release
very
them.
excited about a new edition of Warhammer 40,000.
That's true.
I am immediately going to buy a Cogfort the second it's available.
You've been giddy about that since
I have
we
been
saw it.
so excited about the
That's
Cogfort.
true.
So
I'm going to have 5.
I am completely...
No, they did steal Legion right at the
Brave,
beginning there, Tyrrell
vigilance.
Storm.
I need that in my life so bad, but I'm very excited about a lot of the things that we saw and showed. Right, don't forget, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the new Warhammer 40,000 official YouTube channel so you can get all of access to these videos and other videos that come out as we lead up to the launch of the new edition. What remains is to thank a bunch of people. First of all, raise some noise for the people who are hosting Adepticon, to Hank and the team for letting us come here.
I think they're done. I'm just going to mute it just for a minute because I don't need to hear them thank people. There we go. That's maybe there'll be another thing right at the end. We'll see. That's why I'm just going to hold it on screen just for a minute. But we'll go through everything in just a moment. Just as a quick wrap up of the stuff. So we'll see in just a minute. I mean, overall, like everything that they've previewed is pretty special. So I have to look past the quality of the live stream. But yeah, that's a pretty good. I mean, as per usual, it's funny to announce Cities of Sigmar and Cogforts and all that kind of thing. It's funny to do all of that, but then also be like 11th edition. Here's an intercessor with a new hat. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, be excited for this. And like, I know what people are like. I know there'll be a bunch of people who will say 40k won that easily. And it's like, it's not a competition, but it's a strange vibe. It's a strange vibe. Like, the jump pack chaplain and the weird boy would have made more sense to me. Rohan was pretty stonking. Rohan, my god, Rohan. My goodness me. Yeah, looks like they are done. So we'll just keep playing it out. Let's see. Thanks for watching. We'll just see. Make sure that I think they are done. We don't have a cheeky Emperor's Children logo that's going to flash up on screen for us. By the looks of things. Okay, I think we're done. I think we are truly done. So we're not missing anything if I do that. There we go. Right. So, let's just pop that volume down a little bit. Let's have some music on. Okay. So, what do we have revealed? Well, we want this article? Yeah. So we had the return of Yarrick, which we already looked at, but we'll look at it again in a minute. We did have Mephiston, the Lord of Death, gets the wetter treatment, and we had a trailer for the high-flying Aeronautica Imperialis animation. The Red Terror hunts Astra Militarum veterans in a kill team terror on Devlin, which is one we'll have a good look at. Ogryn support weapons in a big tank join the battlefields of the Horus Heresy. We got Lumineth in Warhammer Underworlds. New Riders of Rohan charge to the defense of the Westfold with brand new miniatures. Cogforts, Clans Eshin, and Cities of Sigmar and Spearhead Cities of Ash. And the biggest Warhammer 40,000 news in years. 3 years to be precise. Let's have a quick look here then, shall we? So, what do we have? We had Wazdaka Gutsmech. We've already looked at him. We've seen him twice now. This will be the second time we put it up. But there we go. That's a all new Orc character. We have Commissar Yarrick in all his glory. We've already seen this model previewed before. Commissar Graves is the real news here, because this is unbelievable. That's a beautiful model, which comes with 2 different versions of the model, because you get this one in the vehicle, and then you get the one on foot as well. Don't know about the rest of the crew, but just there we go. Inquisitor Croyle, he's beautiful model. Love that model. Intransia Frey, the Dogmata Superior. Seen this one again already. Lovely throne. The Throne of Blame, I think they called it in the video. Yeah, Throne of Blame. She singles out particularly repugnant foes for her hatred. The Centaur RSV looks nice. The Hippogriff AFV looks also nice. Then we have the new book, Return of Yarrick. So there is a 4th book on the way after Eye of Terror, or whatever it's called. Armageddon Battalion boxes, where you get the first chance to get the new vehicles, 1, 2, 3, and then you get a Rogaldorn and some infantry as well, just for the hell of it. Then there's these guys as well, but we don't really care about them. They're all old. Boom, boom, boom. And that is it for the first set of previews that happened during the worst technical difficulties. We don't really need to look at Mephiston or the Aeronautica Imperialis. And this is the one which we got really disrupted on. Terror on Devlin. So we get the red Terror in this one. And it's beautiful. That's a very, very beautiful Tyranid. It's interesting that that one's in... like, the Tyranid Prime was the most with Lash Whip. And then there's this as well. It's like... Guys, you bury the lead all the time. And then Spectre Squad Kill Team. I think these are fantastic. Little Recon Astra Militarum troops. There they are. Beautiful, beautiful kill team. Very, very, very lovely. Also additionally coming back, I guess, is the Amble and the Archivist as well, the Zote. These were Blackstone Fortress models, but they are now returning as some other thing to Kill Team. So exciting news for Kill Team fans. If you already have them, you're already prepared. Horus Heresy will have a quick squiz through. So the Spartan Prometheus Assault Tank. That's a tank with a lot of heavy bolters, or you can put down some big laser batteries, which is cool. The Charonite Ogrin section. These are very cool models, to be fair. Again, I thought they already existed, but they're very, very nice. I like these a lot. I particularly like this guy. He's very grumpy. Very grumpy man. Very, very grumpy man indeed. If a Dreadnought is on the cover of the Kill Team book, does that mean we are getting Dreadnoughts in Kill Team? I know we are. No, we are. That was the thing. That rules booklet let you do a Dreadnought versus Kill Team, because that rules book is part of the Red Terror versus a Kill Team. You see what I mean? So yeah, no, there is rules to play with a Dreadnought as a bad guy, I guess. I don't know. It might be one of those PvE versions of the game. You'd be grumpy too with knives for hands. I know. Exactly. The Rapid Fire Support Battery is here as well. And the Rapier Fire Support Battery. And the Rapier Direct Fire Battery. Can't read. It's already quite late. And there's a new journal for the Battle of Talon on the way. For the Horus Heresy fans. I was wrong, because I thought they'd preview like a plastic Telemon or something. They haven't. But there we go. We've got Thiriel's Zephyrite for the new Warhammer Underworlds. Kill Team. Warband, not Kill Team. These are the models. They are spectacular and beautiful, as you've come to expect from Warhammer Underworlds. It's probably... aside from like big stuff that happens, it's the most consistently good range of models. Underworlds, if you just want painting projects to do, I wholeheartedly recommend doing Underworlds Warbands, because they are really fun. And these are gorgeous. I love this model in particular. I love that very much. That's very cool. It's silly, but I love it. Anyway, there we go. That is there. Then, of course... this happened. And oh my god. Oh my god. My goodness me. So, Riders of Rohan. They are finally here. They are orders of magnitude better than anything else I've ever seen. For heavy SVG. I mean, look, these are just gorgeous and beautiful. I will just say, I'd like to just, for the folks that I'm going to see, did we have a... No. For the folks I'm going to Adepticon with, I am locking in Rohan as my choice, please. Thank you. Thank you. And it will be all new models. That's for sure. But there we go. There's the new riders. there's a new command. New commanders for Rohan. Love these. Love all of these. Then, of course, the Hill Tribesmen also got something as well. They got a Hill Tribesman command. We got this guy as well, an Oathmaker. He is an option in here. So there's a resin version of that now, but you can now build a plastic version of it. And there's also the Burning of the Westfold, a new one of those little pamphlets that they made, including tips for turning the Rohan house kits into mighty settlements and burned out wreckage, different ways to paint horses, and much more included within. Those are interesting little books. They're not like groundbreaking. I've got one. I don't know if they've released any others. Name is long enough to be annoying. Will know more than I do. And then of course this happened. The Cities of Sigmar. The Cannonade Cogfort. Not the Cogfort. The Cogforts are here. They are here at long last. There we go. Check that out. And then, of course, there's a bunch of new wizards. Erasmus Zorn, Collegiate Battle Mages, the Gate Gargants, Dorner's Triumph, Jor Van Creel, Heir of the Kraken, Malus Forge Priest, the Free Guild Gallants. Just a feast for the eyes. We've got the Free Guild Grenadiers as well. There they are. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Loads and loads and loads of lovely new models. A new Spearhead in Spearhead Zenestra's Zealots, which includes everything. We've already done that. That Spearhead's already done. That's great. Perfect. And we've already done everything in that box as well. So there we go. I do need to get a new Galen and Doralia Vendettes, though. I do need them. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say about it? This is the other thing that's on the way, is a Spearhead edition. We get a new box which contains City of Ash and a handbook. It contains this terrain. It contains another double-sided gaming board, bosh bosh, and it contains all the cards you need to play the game. Within this is the Skaven. We have the Deathmaster, Gutter Runners, and Night Runners, and we have the all-new Deathmaster Critics, I think is what his name was. Crixit. Crixit's the Deathmaster. There he is. That's the new Skaven model, as well as the Night Runners and the Gutter Runners as well. Here they are. Absolutely beautiful. New Skaven models for everyone to enjoy. Lovely. And then the free guilds are also in here, and that is where we will have access to Jorvan Creel and that guy whose name I've forgotten. And then we have the Knights on foot, and we have the Grenadiers as well. So all in that one box together, which is nice. It's a lot. That's all new models apart from the Deathmaster, the old Deathmaster. And then, of course, finally, Armageddon with a new Space Marine with a hat and a new Orc with all the weapons. So there's a bit more there about the rules in depth, which you'll be able to have a look at if you wish to. Vindication. Those are Infernus Marines with blue painted helmets. So many people doubt me, but I was right. I was right. There's an Infernus Marine with a blue helmet. Everyone said, nah, they've got yellow helmets. No! Blue helmets. I don't know what bit about B8, so why is this a cheerful thing? It's vindication. It's vindication for me that I was correct all along, that they do in fact have blue helmets. Everyone has told me that they don't. But I have said that they do, because they are fire support, even though they are in close support. For some reason. I think it's a misprint. But they are a fire support unit, which means they have blue helmets. I've been told I've been wrong for 3 years. No, I am correct right there. Boom. Winner. I'm so happy now. There we go. That's the best thing about the preview of Warhammer 40,000 11th edition. Right there. Okay. Well. That's it. That's it. All done. 2 hours nearly. Two hours. 2 hours at the grindstone. So there you go. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Blood Angels. Anyway, thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight. We are going to jump off because, believe it or not, I've still got some work to do. I've still got another hour and a half of work left to do, which sucks. But thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed that preview. I hope I at least made it somewhat entertaining, even through the technical difficulties. I hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot of really cool models there. I'm sure we'll be talking about them for many, many moons to come. Thank you so much for all the gifted memberships earlier. That was incredibly generous of you. You've made this old dog very happy. And feel very much loved. I'm glad we enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just assuming there. Look here has been a member for 36 months. For 3 years, says No Sleep for the Wicked. No Sleep for the Wicked indeed. Yeah, no, I've got another hour and a half of work left to do. So I really should go and get on with it, really. And get some stuff done. Because you guys out there, my lovely, wonderful, supportive community, you're insatiable for these videos. You just want more videos all the time. And I want to give them to you, which means I've got to paint them. Which means I have to work into the dead hours, into the wee small hours. But there we go. Dedication for you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Tomorrow there will be... Tomorrow, later today, there's more videos. More videos on the way. We're going to be doing our... I screwed up the Caladius video tonight, and then on Friday there will be the Legio Custodes Custodian Guard as well on the Friday. So that's cool. And then there'll be some stuff coming on Saturday. Probably Alariel the Everqueen. That's probably the video on Saturday. We shall have to see. See you later, chat. Thank you for hanging out, and I will catch you in the next one. Probably next week on Monday for another live stream. Love you. Love you, bye.